Hey, I am the Wolfmaan, an instructor here at Barefoot Bushcraft, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I'm going to show you a really cool project that you can do at home. This is a pair of handmade leather and paracord sandals. Take a look at that. Right here we have the paracord upper and some braiding, and we have a nice hard leather sole on these. You can wear these out in the woods, you can wear them around town. They're really fantastic. Fairly easy to make. These pair will only take a couple of hours for you to make at home, and good and rugged. So I have set out in front of me here all the tools that we're going to need for this awesome project. So we're just going to zoom in here, and I'm going to go through every single tool that you're going to need so you have a complete picture of what we're going to do. So we're going to start here. I have a roller cutting tool. This is really great for getting a nice smooth cut for your leather. I think this one is a Fiskars. You peel that back and it'll cut through your leather. We have a stitching awl, one of the most amazing and professional bushcraft tools that you can buy is the stitching awl. Paracord, of course, some scissors, a Dremel tool for my leather because as you'll see in a moment how tough my leather is. And this is a pair of shoes that is really snug on me, so I have a really great form for my shoes. The other things that we need, of course, are our leather. So I have some nice leather here. This is maybe about 1 millimeter or so thick. It's nice and thin. So this is going to be the part that actually touches my foot. And then I've got this. Look at this shield leather. Look at this. Look at that. That is some pretty heavy grade leather there. But all of this leather, of course, was donated to me from Den's Diatribes, and I'd like to thank you for helping with that. So let's get to the first part of this, which is going to be sizing the leather. So we want to make sure we have enough leather. So I'm going to put one shoe here, and I can see that looks really good. Then I'm going to take another shoe here and put it there. So that looks good. The next thing for our soft leather, the exact same. We're going to make sure that we have one here, one there. Obviously, there's more than enough. So the next step now is we're just going to trace around these, and then we're going to get them cut out. The next step, we're going to cut out our footbed. So because this is nice thin leather, I've got my nice sharp Wiltshire scissors, and away we go. So now that I have my two foot pieces pulled out and measured, the next thing we're going to do is take the shield leather. Look at that. But we're going to use this. This is the bone saw. And we're going to take this and we're going to cut through it. The reason I've chosen to use my Dremel is just because we're going to get a nice clean cut through it. So we're going to go ahead here and start burning through it. So now we have the our heavy-duty leather here that's going to be on the ground, cut to a foot shape, and we have our softer leather right here that is going to be the foot bed, all cut so that they fit. We measure them so that they look the same. The next thing we're going to do is take this and make sure our foot fits on it properly once again, and then poke the holes in it where it needs to go to put the straps on. We're going to start with our foot pad. Now I like to feel the roughness under the bottom of my feet, so I'm going to put this rough up and the smooth down. So we're going to put that there. Next thing, you're going to put your foot on it, and you're going to make sure again you have ample room. I try to spread my toes out a little, so that looks just about right for me. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to mark where I want my straps. So of course, because of the type of style that I'm using, I'm going to put one here like this, and then I'm going to put another one on the other side, right there like that. And now the strap that's going to go over the top of my foot, I want to sort of go on a bit of an angle. So I want my other straps to be right there like that. That way, there's going to be some pulling and there's going to be a little tiny bit less flexibility. I just measure with my finger. I do the same on this side. Now when I look away, I can try to make sure that they're both fairly square. We're going to do the exact same with the other foot now. So I have my second footbed down here, have my first one there as a reference, so the same thing. Just going to put my foot on it like that, make sure my foot is in the right spot, and go ahead here, put one circle on this side, one on this side. That's where my toe loop is going to go, and then again, right back here, I'm going to put a line because I'm going to put a few holes on that side, so to measure it up on this side the same. And now when I compare the two, it should sort of be exactly in the same spot. Look at that. Perfect. So next we're going to punch some holes in there. So now I forgot to mention in the beginning, I do use a hole puncher. You don't have to. You can use a drill if you wish. And I measure this hole so it's about the same size as my paracord right there, just like that. So now for my toe holes, I'm just going to put this and just punch the hole in. Let's move it around a little, make sure it goes through. There's one hole. And I hear that little snap sound. Got another hole right there. I'm going to do the same on this guy. One hole here. And one hole right there. So now I have my holes punched in. Sometimes they do get stuck in that. You have to kind of groom them. There we go. So now what I can do when I'm ready, I can put my paracord through there and we can attach them to the back strap. So the next step, of course, we're going to punch these and put a few holes in here. So the next stage, we're going to take our punched holes, we're going to take all of our paracord here, and we're just going to weave it through the holes, just like this. So I've got my paracord wrapped around here and sized big. So I'm going to try it out now. I'm going to put my foot in there, make sure that I have lots of space. That's going to sit nicely. Look at that. Well, that's perfect. So it's good and snug. That's just what we want. So the next thing, we're going to get the toe piece put on, which is going to go around the front and up to and attach there. And then the next step is just to start the braiding, and then most of the sandal's almost done. All right, so now we have that measured. We're going to flip it over here, and you're going to see your paracord. Although you might think you're going to feel this on your feet, you actually don't feel it. The next thing, I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut this paracord right off here, just like this. There we go. And we're going to singe the ends. Now, it's a little bit windy out, so it may be a little weird to singe it, but it will get singed. So now I have my paracord ends singed. What I can do if I want, just to make sure they don't move around, is I can take some stitching and I can actually put a little bit of stitching on this. It's sized and they're ready to go, and I don't want them to unsize in the future. So I'm going to take some thread here and I'm just going to pass a few of the needles and threads just through this stitching, just like this. It just needs 4 or 5 little stitches. My idea is that in the future, these things are not, I don't want them to move around or anything, so we're just going to stitch it up.